Hello, and welcome to Breathworks with Joy. Today, I would like to share a very dynamic breathing exercise known as Breath of Joy. No, I did not coin that phrase. This breathing exercise was actually taught to one of my yoga therapy teachers when she was at the Kripalu Institute, and she has since passed it along to her yoga therapy students and practitioners. So I thought I'd share it with you today because we are now in a Kaphic season. Late winter into spring is known in Ayurveda as a Kaphic constitutional time of year. And some of those qualities include sluggishness, stagnation, dullness, coolness, wetness. And I kind of think of a bear coming out of hibernation after they've been sleeping or at least kind of dormant throughout the winter. So one of the wonderful things about this breath of joy is that it's very enlivening, it's very invigorating, and it actually oxygenates the whole bloodstream and stimulates the sympathetic part of our nervous system, which circulates prana, that vital life force, and kind of stokes the agni, or that inner fire, so that we can begin to tap back into our energy and into our creative self. So, one of the other things about this breath, depending on it doesn't matter what season it is that if you find yourself just waking up and feeling sluggish, or in the middle of the day, you still need to accomplish something. Maybe you have a meeting and you're feeling a little lethargic. This breathing exercise, again, can just support you wherever you're at, all right? So, one of the things that's important about this particular breath is to consider, we're going to break the breath up into thirds. Now, what I mean by that is we have three lobes of our lungs. We have the lower lobes, we have the mid lobes, and then we have the upper lobes of our lungs. And we're going to actually try to fill them up in sections. And we coordinate that with an arm movement, which I'll show you in a moment. But what in the heck does that mean, the three lobes of our lungs? Well, when I teach kids yoga, I use my balloon to demonstrate filling up the lungs. Now, when we're doing this exercise, we're actually breathing in through our nose. We're sipping the air in through our nose. But for the purpose of demonstrating with this balloon, I'm actually exhaling. So please keep that in mind. So I just want to show you, I'm going to breathe into this balloon and fill it up a third of the way. So just imagine if I was inhaling, I'd be filling up the lower lobes of my lungs. Now, I'm going to move up and fill up another third of this balloon, our lung. That would be my midsection. And now I'm going to complete it by filling it all the way up, which would be the upper lobes of our lungs. And there we have a full lung. And then we exhale out. However, we're not going to sound like that. We're going to make the sound of ha, H-A, ha. And when we exhale that ha, it's like we're detoxifying the body. We're helping to release tension. So, let's begin. Come into a wide stance. And let's just bend the knees. Let's find some sense of lagha, some lightness in the body here. However, at the same time, we're feeling that stability through the roots of our feet. And that stableness, right? That stability is one of the beautiful qualities of kapha. So let's use it. So feeling stable through the groundation, grounding through the foundation of our feet. A little buoyancy in the knees as it takes up the weight. And let's just find a sense of lightness as we wrap our hands around our torso. Just inviting a little bit of movement into our joints. And then we're going to unravel here. And I'm going to guide you through the 3 arm movements that are linked up with the breath. And remember, we're not exhaling in between each of the movements. We're filling up that balloon, right? With each arm movement. So here we go. One more. Now my gaze is steady, and yes, I am looking at the camera. However, if I didn't have the camera in front of me, I would find a spot that I could softly gaze at that's not moving to keep my focus concentrated with ease. Now, for those of you that might have high blood pressure or low blood pressure even, or perhaps have a head or eye injury, like if you might be prone to migraines or have glaucoma, this practice would not be for you. However, when I am teaching my yoga classes, the modification of breath of joy is staying upright and doing the 3 arm movements with that exhalation of ha. However, if this practice allows for you to let your head fall beneath your heart, you're going to look back between your legs and let the arms relax and roll up. And we do that on the ha. When the arms are slicing down through the air, the body follows. We look between our legs and then we roll up. So we're going to do 9 rounds of breath of joy. And you can choose to do the modification of this practice by staying upright and just focusing on the breath and the arms. So, let's prepare ourselves. Ready? Exhale out to begin. And 9 times. Inhale up. Exhale. Let the hands come down. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And feel the foundation of your feet in the floor. And then anchor into your body by the awareness of your heart pumping, perhaps faster in your chest. Stimulating the sympathetic part of your nervous system. Circulating prana. Igniting that fire within the belly. Notice the sensations that you're feeling right now. And if it feels safe enough to close your eyes, you can do that, but stay grounded through your feet. And now we're going to begin to transition from the sympathetic part of the nervous system to the parasympathetic part of the nervous system as we focus on our belly and the breath beneath that bottom hand. Exhaling for maybe just 1 count longer, slowing the rate of your breath down as we come into that state of calmness, that state of balance, inviting more clarity, more awareness. when you feel yourself back into that state of homeostasis, you can release the hands down. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope this practice has been of help. May you breathe with joy and have a wonderful day.